Hello, how are you? Yeah, my name is Wanda. I'm one of the staff here at Kigali Genocide Memorial. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'll give you an overview, introductory briefing to begin. The place you're going to visit is called Kigali Genocide Memorial, and it's actually one of the genocide memorials we have around the country, but the main one. A place that is intended to be both a place of remembrance, at the same time a place of learning for the future. We have down here 14 mass graves, which are a fine resting place of more than 259,000 victims from Kigali only, and we are an ongoing process of burial as we actually find more bodies as they are repatriated from the shallow places where they have been thrown to be buried in such a place that at least dignifies them. And then after that you proceed with 3 permanent exhibitions in this museum to make people learn for the future. The first exhibition will explain what has been the seeds, what has been the genesis of the ideology of the genocide here that was vehiculated into Rwanda as a hatred, and then up to the genocide and the way it has been executed. And then you will discover some of the long-term consequences that our country went through. And then upstairs to the right side will be an experience on other perspectives of genocides and mass killings that took place worldwide. And then the last section is a dedication to children. So briefly, this is it. We urge that phones should be put into silent mode indoors, and if you want to use cameras, there is a cost for that. Personal cameras is $20, and for the big cameras, I think we need to discuss. There's a payment of $100. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, here we are, that's where we start off with showing the culture and the tradition of the Rwandese, with their backgrounds, how they used to behave and act in the early years. This is after when the colonialism came in, and this was the first ID that was given out identifying the people with their ethics. That was always given like the Hutu Tutsi, and the colonial rule. This is the king.
Okay.
Yeah, the king that time Mutara, who by the time the rule of the Belgian came in, and he was the first president. Kaibanda was named after the international airport, but I think the name will be changed. He was the first president, and then later on, after the first genocide, he was nominated to be the first president. And Habyarimana was the president that was taken off from regime after he succeeded Kaibanda. So this is where all the ethics were. You see how they used to train the Interahamwe with machetes, the way they used to treat people. Whoever wants to maybe read on the wall, there is English, French, and English. So this is how people were being killed and lined up by the shoulder. Yeah, they use not really shooting. They got the back.
Machetes, knives, stones, anything.
So because of the division.
Ghost of Rwanda. Just type Ghost of Rwanda, watch it.
Because of the division, it affected the education, the hospitals. People never used to go there. This is one of the directors by that time for the radio, the one who used to initiate with this one, the propaganda of hatred. The other building where we showed you. Yeah.
I think this guy is still in prison.
Yes, majority. Yeah. So this one is what you have a of art. And this is when RPF came in when they were trying to have talks in Arusha. Yeah. When people, before the real genocide took place. Yes.
He was perpetrating.
Yeah. He was more than 20 newspaper journalists. He was a Muslim. He was called Hassan Genzi. Yeah.
Ah, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, those who actually it's the propaganda that everything was done through the news that it affected the people so much to react. Yeah. So you remember where we went? This is the minister who was killed with the other belligerents. Yeah, these are the people who tried to, despite of being Hutu, they were refusing to participate into the genocide. These are some of the families. This is how the missions used to behave. These are giving testimonies. These are the missions and everything they used to use. On the streets, that's what was happening. So the other church, I didn't give you the details, but this Catholic church where we passed is where most of the, this is how, the majority of the people, the Rwandese, yeah. The other church where we passed the main road, and it's this one. It's one of the areas where genocide was done, people were killed inside the churches, and the Catholic Church is the one that participated most of all in most of these genocide areas, because people thought of running to churches for rescue as
for protection,
for protection, and actually that's where they were killed more. And this is where one of those churches, these churches that was at the main road. Especially with the Catholic Church, it was used very, very much in the genocide period, because the majority of Rwandese were Catholics.
So they thought they could seek succor from their priests.
And they didn't confirm it.
Wow. Yeah. So.
Wow. Although I've seen all this on YouTube, but this is quite different.
Yeah. So these are parts of. Okay, this is the other UN.
Romeo David.
Yeah, when he was trying, you see, when wherever they went away, these guys would come and kill people. They were trying to defend these people. Okay, when the UN pulled off, of course, all these people were killed. Yeah. They were killed, they were affected, and this is how this terror was used to be.
UN soldiers
were trying to take this woman when she had failed to leave the people to be killed. Because after going away, these French people, when they would go away, they would leave the people to the Interahamwe to kill them. And these are parts of the survivors. This is how they used to be trained. Yeah. How they used to train these people how to kill, because, yeah. And they were given the facilities, all the measures came from France and Germany to support the genocide. This indicates a lot of orphans who were left behind after the genocide in '94, helpless and nowhere to go. That they were all over the streets. They were children. Yeah.
So what that supposed to be?
The old generation, very few were left.
Yeah.
So this, you see the mass graves. They would find people were eaten by the animals, the rats, the whatever. All those, like the mass graves, they say, they used to pick up only these people, the bones. Yeah. Even up to now, there are some places they dig. those people who are sued and they say we killed these ones and we buried them here like that, and then in this period, that's when most families go back and start.
Where were you in 94?
I was born in Uganda.
Do you get it?
When I came here, I was in shock like you were.
Do you get it?
So this system is called gacaca. Instead of taking everybody to the courts, they took the people to the locals, and those survivors would really say what they say, and it really worked out on solving a lot of problems. Some of them were given forgiveness. Those who confessed, and they are sued for a certain period and let out. So there is this reconciliation between in the community to be one despite of what happened. Yeah, to forget about the past, because when you ask some people, they killed, yes. How can you blackmail and they tell you that your lovely wife is a snake and you've never seen that person with a tail or anything, and then you kill them or you kill your own children? It doesn't make any sense, even to us alone. We never add it up together. Most of these videos show testimonies. These are the period of yeah, that's Kofi Annan when you were there with his speech and the VCD. Some of the survivors trying to remember. Yeah. And here we are. In this area, there are photographs of families that some of them who managed to survive and can get their family members' photographs. They bring them and hang them inside here to remember them. Yeah, so all these are dead. Yeah, all these are dead. Like this one was giving a testimony, she's also a survivor. These are scars that show that maybe if they hit the people in the head, you can see where the scars are. They would even, before the serious genocide took place, even the pregnant women would be gotten, cut, that brought them and left this country when they were
they said, normally they said people are butchered.
Yeah.
When you watch Ghost of Rwanda, people were sliced.
Like butchers. These are scars here to show. Okay, you come and okay, come and pass here. Come and pass here.
Look at this. Bones and skeletons. Oh, cool shoes. Schools, as in, just to show how
There the clothes,
Where?
the testimony of the clothes of the people who remained there. never apologized.
Catholic Church has not apologized. France has not apologized for anything.
That's a lie.
What was that?
Current Pope apologized for the homosexual treatment.
Okay, yeah.
What do you mean that they never apologized?
They did recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Should we come up?
Yes, but genocide didn't only start in Rwanda. It also started in Russia, Bosnia. It shows also the foreign countries where it has been happening.
It's informing Germans or the text of it.
Yes, sir.
Even in some of the countries where there are different countries. So, like, we have to stop never to happen again. Ones who were killed innocently with their photographs. So they show all the persons that were killed during the genocide. All who were killed, all those
That's what I'm saying.